Hey guys, salut mes amis och hallå gubbar. So now we've had time to adjust ourselves to MR12, and this video is going to delve deeper into that right after Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is an automated service that lets you trade skins instantly for a fee, sign up now, and get up to $5 bonus. Simply add items from your inventory, then find skins that matches your current balance. Site offers live support 24/7. You can also top up your balance if you're missing a few dollars, and there's a lot of skins to choose from. Visit my link down below to get to Skins Monkey. 6 minutes. 6 minutes less is what you get in a CS2 Premier match. That's right, on average, it is 34 minutes long compared to CSGO's regular MR15 at 40 minutes long. Thanks to Leadify, who have looked at 3 million games, we now have a rough idea of the average runtimes of each game mode. Now, 6 minutes less on average isn't that bad, but you might wonder how. Well, in Premier mode, they have enabled overtime. You can still tie, but the point is your match would take 30 rounds just like a full game of CSGO matchmaking would. This is a great middle ground to allow people who never really liked to switch to play a game and extend it to the point where it feels like MR15 again. Now you can still end the game with a tied score, which is something a lot of people don't like, and that's understandable. But at least now with a transparent rating system, you at least get the feeling that the third outcome of tying the game is better equipped for this system. Another thing to point out is that Premier mode has a 20-second freeze time between rounds instead of 15, which will add up across the entire game. It just gives you a little more time to rethink how you want to play the round, especially now when you can sell stuff that you regret buying. 5 seconds more for this? I like it. Another thing worth mentioning is that there are 3 timeouts available in Premier instead of just 1, so that's 2 extra minutes right there. And with all these additional time allowances outside of gameplay, MR12 not only functions well, but also offers quality of life improvements. And this is easily proved by the longest games, which only had a 2-minute difference. Valve knew what they were doing here. And what about the shortest games? Well, now we have as low as 21 minutes compared to CSGO's 31 minutes. Normally, the shortest games are the most one-sided games. It makes sense because the scoreline is usually very dominated by one team, which means fewer rounds are played, and so less time is spent on the server. And if you're on the losing side of that match, then in theory, you would have to suffer 10 minutes less. I feel like that's a great compromise. Overall, I feel like the overall stats align very well with the expectations for MR12, but they also show that the change isn't really so drastic. And if you are playing with Face's rules where overtimes can just keep going on and on, overtimes would exist regardless. I've already made a video on MR12, but I want to add that I have actually been advocating for MR12 even before CS2 was announced. Back then, people called me out of touch, sometimes crazy, for even just saying the words. MR15 was essentially a byproduct of the old lost bonus. It took Valve 2 iterations of Counter-Strike before they changed it. 3 if you count Condition 0. During that time, the game has suffered from a negative feedback loop following streaks of losses. And it was only in late 2019 where they decided to rework the system. Now, having a more intuitive solution based on loss counts instead, we could easily go back to shorter formats. Now, I've also seen people say MR15 is better because it's a testament to endurance. What? No! The game shouldn't be about endurance. This isn't a marathon. MR12 helps, as players are going to be more likely to maintain an overall high level of performance throughout the game. It should be about the highlights. And once again, looking at Leadify's data, the change isn't that severe. Also, watching MR12 is going to be smoother for the viewer. It's just going to make the whole experience more streamlined and more fun. But more importantly, it's not going to ruin the beautiful round-based energy dynamic that Valorant fails so hard at right now. It just makes it less fun to watch. No, not because of powers and abilities. It's the non-stop high-intensity action that leaves just no room for build-up or tension. It completely eliminates those edge-of-your-seat moments, making the whole viewing experience rather bland. In Counter-Strike, there's a beautiful balance there. Kind of like soccer, where people are just pushing the ball around until someone gets an opening. And the best thing is, this feeling will be unaffected by MR12. Sure, it could mean less rounds, but again, that only helps streamline the game. Now, does the new format need any further adjustments? I've been vocal on this in the past, and I still think there's a good argument to be made here. Yes, I still think the game could benefit from some form of minor adjustments to the economy. Alright, I feel like I've got everything off my chest, so I want to hear from you guys. If you have any comments, leave them down below. You don't have to type "watched" this time, since this topic covers itself. Basically, if you missed any context, not that important. Comment away, guys. Peace.